So anybody, especially my OGs, who feel inspired, who feel I want to help my people, do understand you're going up against an army. You're going up against a conglomerate of people that hate us. The police is the biggest gang in this country. And initially, you're low-key being a drug dealer, selling hope. So, understand that everything that I do and everything that men like me do and women like me that put their face out there, it comes at a cost. And I'm not out here discouraging anybody. I'm just trying to tell you, think about your families. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking for life insurance for me just in case they try to take me out. Do you understand what that means? I'm setting up a plan for making sure that my daughter and my girl are good just in case they come for me. That's how scary what it is we do in this world. That being black men and black women, that telling the truth means our life can get taken. And that most of the people that you're fighting for will go on with their day like it doesn't matter. That's the reality of this. So I just want y'all to remember that. The people that talk and post, it doesn't mean nothing. Y'all act like it doesn't. Oh, you just posting, you ain't doing nothing. I love hearing the ones that will sit there and tell you, oh, you posting, let me know when you're ready to kill. Don't save that bullshit for the next nigga. Yo, B, it angers me when I hear that. And yes, I said nigga. Because, bro, just talking about killing ain't doing nothing. Because you know what the problem is? If you've never really killed nobody and never watched your friend's head get blown off next to you, it's easy to talk about killing. It's hard to tell people to control their emotions, boycott, come together, unite, work together, and fight against people who are asleep, who hate you for telling them the truth. That's harder than just telling somebody, let me know when you got guns and you ready to shoot, because you're working against billions of dollars of armies. That with the right of a pen, this man can get an army to come to your door, kicking your door. You'll disappear in the middle of the night. This is not a joke, y'all. These are people's lives you're playing with. So stop telling people to fight when you know they're not ready, B. They don't know how to farm. They don't know how to do first aid. They don't even know how to take a gun together in case it jams on them. They don't even know how to hold the gun properly. You know what I mean? Like, never heard of bullets by their ear. But you want to talk about going to war. I just be talking to people, and I want people to understand that I don't want nobody to be scared about fighting back. Just be smart about it. Don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. I don't know. Just wanted to make sure I shared that with y'all, to the ones that's listening. Yo, so I had to go live real quick. Man, it's so frustrating, man. So I'm over here talking to a very concerned black mother with a very positive and a very strong black son. And the scenario, to break it down to y'all, is her son is a sought-out, looked-at football player. He's got everything going for him. And he has this white girlfriend that's persuading him and looks detrimental to his future. And when I say it's sought out for him, is because before he looked at getting signed, and before they wanted him for football, none of these girls wanted him. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because this story we hear twice a week, 3 to 4 times a month, of our black brothers getting sabotaged, accused of rape. Now, when I speak to this mother, I was asking her more about the background. And it parallels even some of the things I'm dealing with my daughter. Now, I send my daughter to good schools, and as a black child, she's around nothing but white people. And all her friends are white. She even told me about this little boy. She's like, but like that mother, when she's around me, it's all black. All the people I bring around her is all black. And I'm being transparent because I'm scared that trying to get her in the best schools and the best programs, how do I, and this is an open conversation, how do I save her like this mother's going through with her son? Because now she's telling her son the truth and he don't want to hear it because he's like, oh, you just a racist and like, you don't care about, you just see color. And she's like, no, he don't see the signs. This girl is setting him up. This girl put herself in his life so that she could gain. She's talking about how she wants to have his baby already because she knows he's going to be a star. Do you understand that? And the problem I have, and even I tell a lot of my black people, is when you go hard on your children, you push them towards the other person. So even like I'm telling her, you got to be careful of what you say and what you do. Because even me, I remember being a kid and my dad, everything my dad told my brothers and sisters not to do, they did. Even me, out of rebellion. So raising children in this day and age is hard. Like, how much more can I teach my daughter about her blackness? And what's harder for my daughter is she's a dark-skinned little girl. And that's what I'm going through. Like, and what's worse for my little girl is, as a black little girl, especially a dark-skinned little girl, black boys are hard on her. You know what I mean? And the only people who I do see giving her any and treating her nice are white boys. And it's sad. Because even when I do get a dark-skinned boy, a melanin boy around her that likes her, she treats him bad because of what other boys have done to her. And she don't see him. You know what I mean? No matter how much I'm like, yo, little man is being nice to you, she automatically has a wall up because of other little black boys that have made her feel bad. And it's sad to me. And I don't know. And I'm basically... Is it not that I'm not okay with it? The problem, especially in LA and in California, is... Because somebody asked me, am I in school? Okay with her being in school with other nationalities and other races. The problem with LA is the school system is terrible. So I work twice as hard to get my daughter in gifted programs. She works twice as hard to be in gifted programs. She is an excelling student. So by default, she ends around a lot of the kids who don't look like her. You know what I mean? And that's the sad part. And when she is around the kids that look like her, they did the same thing they did to me, where they act like she thinks that she's better than them because she speaks well, or because she doesn't do some of the things that I see them do. You know what I mean? So it's hard for her. It was hard for me. And I made many mistakes, and I got set up many of times. See, the other mother said the same thing. Middle school kind of changed it. And I'm hoping that, you know, with her mother, and we have talked about her coming to live with me permanently when it hits middle school. So I'm hoping that I can instill with her the education she needs, so when she gets to. Trust me, I know about New York. I left the Bronx because I didn't want to raise a daughter out there. You know what I mean? I know New York is terrible. And it's terrible a lot of places in the black community because they take the funding out of our community, put it in white schools, they get billions of dollars. It's all coming out now. But we knew this forever. You know what I mean? So we know what's going on. But I'm still talking about, with all that going on, even this person, as vocal as I am, my daughter's book report is on Marcus Garvey. She writes about George Washington. She writes about all these people. Her education is on point. I'm teaching her about her blackness. But then when I speak to these mothers, because a lot of y'all don't understand, I talk to a lot of people off of IG. So when I speak to these black mothers who are worried about their sons, and they tell me, I taught my son how to be black. He was sheltered. He was with me. I did everything I could to teach him about being pro-black, and this is what I'm dealing with now. It scares me as a father. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to be transparent. Y'all know me. I stay transparent. I come on here to deal with my traumas, to deal with it, not by myself, but through the community. So I'm sharing this with y'all out of transparency. I'm saying, yo, as a father who's trying his best, you know, her stepfather and me are dark-skinned black men, and we shed her with love. All my boys is black men, and we shed her with love, but I don't know if that's enough, and it scares me. You know what I mean? Because everything I'm doing is for her. That's why you see me bark on black men so much, because I swear to God, y'all want to see me lose my life. It's when somebody tell their son to put their hands on my daughter. So I'm trying to teach our people, do not hit. Don't put your hands on our black women, so on and so forth. But I'm talking about right now when I hear these stories of these, especially because that's the problem. I get that. She needs more people her age, and I get that. I get that. All her little girlfriends are black little girls. I get that. So I try that very hard. I'm trying that aspect. I'm even telling those mothers I talk to, you got to be careful, because I hate to say it, when us boys, When we lay down with a woman, that woman now controls our mind, body, and soul. So as soon as we put our little dinglings in a woman, she has a whole effect on him. So if your son is sleeping with a white girl, she's got him wrapped around her finger. And that's the thing. Oh, I live in the North Hollywood area of LA. And that's the thing, is that I think about that. You know what I mean? That our kids don't understand, no matter how much. Because see, here's the problem I realize with a lot of us black people. We love to be proud and honest and teach our kids about righteousness and all that. And the other kids are not being taught that. So our kids think, if I do the right thing and I do everything right, I'll be okay. You know, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. You make one mistake and your life is over. You know what I mean? Your life is over. I got stories I wish I could share with y'all of little kids that I work with or that I'm trying to help out, and their life is damn near over. You know what I mean? I had one kid I was mentoring. He not even black. He's Spanish, but his parents brought him over here. This is long before this Trump situation, but I watched his kid grow up, and they trying to dip this little dude for one mistake. Why? Not because he's a gangbanger, but because he's done everything right. Everything I've told this kid to do, he's done it, and they trying to dip him. Because they know he's a positive influence, and he's competing with their white kids, so they trying to get this kid out of this country. And it's sad. You know what I mean? That's why I try to tell my people, as black people, stop acting like we are on the same level as them. We are not. Nothing we do is compared to what they do. That's for anybody, man. I hate fighting with Spanish people out here. Because it's like, y'all think y'all part of them, but they don't like you. They don't want you here. They will do everything. They only use y'all when they need to. I tell this little kid that, and he didn't learn it to the hard day happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he started doing the programs. That's what I'm worried about. Because my daughter, she hangs around these people, and she thinks they're her friends. And I'm like, do not go over them kids' house acting like them. And her mom's like, you so hard on her. No, do not. Even when them little kids come over and I'm over there, they call me PTA dad because I always have the kids. You gotta watch what you're doing with your kid, because your kid is doing, you're not about to leave her with me. I'm definitely like that Blackish episode. The little white kids, I'll be keeping them in the armrest because I'm like, nah, your kid talks too out the side of their mouth. I'm old school. Your kid don't talk to me like that. Anyway, I'm frustrated. I'm scared for my daughter. That's what this live about. I just needed to hear from some people. To the people that responded, I appreciate you. I'm just gonna keep trying to embed how beautiful she is, how black she is, and I hope, with that being said, she'll want a man like her father, and that will protect her from it. And I'm gonna try my hardest not to push her away from anything, so that I don't accidentally push her into the arms of somebody else, out of her feeling like I'm always against her. That's all I got. If you got anything better for me, hit my DMs. On another note, I hope everybody's having a good day. It's gloomy out here today in LA. I'm about to get back up in his shop and do some filming. It's hard out here for our kids, bro. We living on real scary. Yeah, that's my hard problem. Like, I'm even thinking what I'm gonna do for her summer program, and there's not a lot of minority black programs that I can put her in, so I'm stuck. I don't know what else to do. She wants to do gymnastics, she'll be the only black girl. She wants to play soccer, she'll be the only black girl. Yeah, I don't know. LA's an hour ride away from me to even try to get her in LA specifically. And then I'm not even sure what programs I got for her out there. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Yeah. Hit my DMs, holler at me if you got any answers for me. Morning thoughts, real quick. Accountability. I was having a conversation with a friend in the car yesterday, and we were talking about Tommy Sawyer and how he looks at black women and how he looks at black people in general. And every time I post about black men, or men especially, not hitting women, or when I talk to women about their accountability for the men they date, I always hear these deep stories about people high, people this, people that. And at the end of the day, it always ends with accountability. Here's what I mean by that. If you are with a woman, and I always hear about these gold-digging women and these women that don't want to do anything and how they feed off of benefits from Obama and this, then leave them alone. Stop dealing with them. Stop letting them know that that type of action is okay. See, as long as you keep allowing sick people to feel like their actions are okay by loving them and allowing them and justifying, you're an enabler. You're just as responsible for the reason of who they are as their own actions are. As long as you date a man you know has multiple baby mothers, which means he can't stay with the woman that he sleeps with and brings a child into this world, you're at fault. I put up the video of the young man who said that. It goes for men and women. We all want to blame, but we don't want to take accountability for the person that we allow to stay in our lives. Prime example, I was talking to my man in the car yesterday about the type of women we love. Before I met my girl, they'll tell you, I had no problem getting women. Loved them. Loved the angry ones and the ones that had the issues. The sex was great and all of that. But my life was toxic. I made a choice to stop having sex for 2 years to figure out who I was. I'm not telling you got to do that. But what I learned in that 2 years is that even after 2 years of doing it, the first woman I went to needed me. She needed me in my apartment, in my house. And I felt good because she needed me. When I met my girl, what comes with that needing is I was able to control the conversation and how I talked to her. Was able to tell her to get out when I wanted to. When I told her to just shut up or be quiet, she humbled herself because she knew I had all the cards. Now, met my girl who I'm with now. She had the card. I didn't. She was doing better than I was. When we got into a situation and I really wanted to start fucking, when I started telling her these lines that I usually use on every other woman, she looked at me and was like, don't do that. I'm a grown-up. I know what we're doing. You don't have to tell me that you like me or we're going out for us to keep hanging out. We're friends. And that threw me off because I was like, wait a minute. So I don't have to sell you all these lies and you'll still stick around? She goes, yes, I'm a grown-up. So when I hear black men say well, the women who say they're queens and who have their stuff together don't want me. Yeah, because you're going to a woman with worth with a conversation that you use on a woman with no worth. Or when you say black men don't want me, you can't go to a real black man who is an alpha male who takes care of his business and controls his house and think you're going to control him. It doesn't work that way. So the reason you're finding separation and why you can't find those right people is you're going to strong people with weak arguments. Check your dialogue. I have to check how I talk to my girl. I can't talk to her like those other girls I used to date to. She holds me accountable. She will dip on me. I will lose her. That makes me happy knowing that I can. Because every day I have to fix the way we talk. We just got into an argument. Thank you. What you put on the table is what you put on your plate. We just got into an argument and I had to check myself. And she was like, and I had to listen to what she was saying. And I had to be accountable that you're not always wrong. So if you're telling me that, that means that I'm making you feel that way. Whether I think I am or not. And then I had to let her know, okay, here, did you hear that? I just told you were right, but you want to go, but this. No, there's no but. You are right. I am wrong. Let's be okay with that being said. I need to fix me. As long as you keep justifying why you were wrong, then you make me feel like I was right in some way, and that's not the place. I need to be held accountable as well. So to my black men and my black women, the complaining about not having or finding the right person, make sure that the way you're trying to receive that person is what is worth of their time. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Don't tell me I want a good man who's always there, never is always listening to me, always gonna be there when I come home. Yeah, that nigga's there because he's homeless. He's on your couch, waiting for you every day to tell him that whatever you need, baby, I got you. That means you don't want nobody to make you feel like you gotta check yourself. Or if you tell me, I don't want no woman that don't know how to let me take care of her. Okay. So are you taking care of her because you're able to smash it down? Or are you taking care of her because she says, I need to be able to get to the next level? I want to be able to buy a house. You can't buy a house with bad credit. You can't buy a house on the job you have. So I need you to better yourself. I need you to go to school. Or she trying to make me into something I'm not. You're damn right. My girl pushes me. She met a drug dealer. She helped me turn myself into an entrepreneur. The man that most of you are listening to talk, my girl helped me cater to. And this last part before I jump off is a personal choice, but I personally think you can't give your energy to multiple people if you don't know how to do it. Me personally, I give everything to my woman because I don't want her giving any of my love to anybody else. Any woman friend I have, my girl knows. They're actually more my girl's friends than mine. I meet plenty of women off here, and you know who they talk to more? My girl than me. Because I don't need more women friends. My girl is my best friend. And I had to learn that, because if you check my lives a couple months ago, I wasn't saying that. I had to realize I appreciate the women in my life. They're great examples. But my girl is my everything. Somebody asked me the other day, do you believe that you could be faithful in a relationship? I do. If you put your all into it, because it's not easy, especially in this day and age. I know me. Why do you think I got so big on social media? I needed something to distract me on my everyday things so I didn't let my mind wander. I needed something to help me better myself. For a lot of you men, I'm speaking to y'all, the time you take watching porn, take that time to educate yourself on a craft that you love that will better your life. That's 100. To a lot of you women, the time you take window shopping, take that time educating yourself on something that makes you better.
Hi, hello. It's Miss Champagne B with Back2black I. Let's try this again. It's Miss Champagne B with Black Business Life. You are used to seeing me on Back2black, which we have new episodes coming this week. And we have some interesting people that you're going to want to talk to. So this week, hey you guys, thank you for joining. So today, for your weekly business tips that I want to talk about is networking. Are you networking? Are you getting out and meeting new people? When you're starting a new business, people feel that you have to do it on your own and by yourself. And that's not always the case. It's not always about being done by yourself, because I know that it can be frustrating. I know that you feel like, I just do it myself. Move out the way. I got it. I'll do it myself. I feel that way at the same time all the time. But you know what? There's an old proverb that says, if you want to move fast, do it alone. But if you want to move far, do it with someone else. Are you going out and networking? Networking is not just about, hey, I'm here, see me, see what I got, let's talk about the cool things that I have. That's not what you're networking about. You're networking to find people who have similar resources like you, or resources that will benefit you, or people who have businesses that you can benefit. Remember, it's not always about you. Give back. See what you can do. See how you can be a blessing to someone else's in their life. See what you can provide to their business so that they can flourish. A lot of us have that whole me personality. You need my energy every morning. I'm trying. A lot of us have that me personality, that me energy, and that's not the case. It's not always about you. It's about what can you do to make the cause go further, okay? So you guys, when you're seeing someone who has something that you have, try to barter. When you see someone who needs help, provide an answer. If you go out to events, don't just stand in a corner and wallflower and just give out your business card. I think that's the worst thing that you can do, is go to a business and just give out your business card. That's not going to do anything, because you know what? As soon as I get home, what am I going to do? I'm going to throw your business card away. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to use it as a coaster. Maybe somebody might use it to pick their teeth. Whatever may be the case. When you go to networking events, don't just pass out your cards. The goal is to socialize and speak with each other. Earlier today, if you checked our Instagram feed and our live videos, you saw that I was at something called She Means Business. This was a female networking where you met with other owners, and many of them were Black women who I met with, and we traded stories about our businesses, how we can grow, what's stopping us from growing, what we can do so that we can make our business more streamlined, how can we make things easier on ourselves. It was great. This is what networking is about. It's not just about, can you buy things from me? A lot of you guys gotta stop just dropping things off and saying, hey, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Talk to other people. Learn how to do better in your business. Learn how to improve in your business. That's another goal for networking, okay? So thank you guys for joining me. Come back next week where I will give you another business tip. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, share, and check out Black Business Life. Thanks. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Have a great day. We're going to have